Happy Black Girl Freedom Week, everybody. I'm Cidra Sebastian, and I'm the fund manager of Black Girl Freedom Fund at Grantmakers for Girls of Color, and here in Newark, New Jersey at Picturing Black Girlhood, an amazing exhibit curated by Shahrazad Tillett and Zoraida Lopez-Diego. But we'll get more into that later. First, a recap of the week. If you haven't been joining us, here's what you missed. We started off Black Girl Freedom Week on February 14th, encouraging people to dream with us. We invited you all to take our survey and tell us what you would do with a $1 billion investment in Black girls, femmes, and gender expansive youth. That survey is still live on our website and the link in our bio, so go check it out and complete it, especially if you're under 25. Our first official day of programming kicked off with Dr. Monique Morris welcoming folks to the week and to understand 1 Billion for Black Girls campaign. We continued on with an amazing conversation between Sana Lathan, Eva Rain, Brooklyn White, and Jessica Johnson and Mahogany Morris about Black girls as storytellers and cultural makers. We continued our conversation with Dr. Monique Morris, Monica Peavy, and Monique Davis in a conversation about what it means to make it in the fashion and beauty industry, but also what accountability these industries need to have in Black girls and gender expansive youth. Day 3, we came through with Joanne Smith and Miss Susan Taylor for a powerful conversation about the importance of mentoring all Black girls. And we closed out the evening with a moving conversation with Dr. Salamisha Tillett and conversation about what it means for her as a scholar, an activist, a cultural critic, and a survivor to live a super hyphenated life. If you all missed out on those events, be sure to check them out on our site. Day 4, Tracy Ellis Ross was in a wonderful conversation about Black girls as fashion trendsetters with Ebony Morris and Anaya Williams. And their conversation really talked about Black girls as being the trendsetters that we know they are, and all the ways that we need to continue to invest in their innovation. We closed out the day in a wonderful conversation with philanthropists, both those in positions that you might kind of be used to seeing philanthropists, but also up-and-coming philanthropists. So we kicked off with Lorelei Williams, Kenya Bryant, and Dr. Ramatu Bangori in a conversation of what it means to actually do the work of investment. And they talked about it from their lens as Black women doing the work. Also give a big shout out to Sierra and Russell Williams in the House of LRC for their investment and commitment. This month, the sales of their products will be going to Black Girl Freedom Fund and another organization. So go on over to House of LRC to see how you can shop and invest at the same time. And we closed out with a really powerful conversation with some young philanthropists, Jamie Ford and Zoe Tripp, coming to us from DC and Tennessee, telling their stories of what it means to be a young Black philanthropist and why it is that people actually need to listen to all Black girls when they tell us what to do with our money and how they want us to impact their life. Big shout out to Kindu Oshibaju, who's my co-conspirator in that conversation, and somebody who is really taking the lead and learning from and taking the guidance of Black girls and gender expansive youth. For day 5, that was only yesterday, truly made it a Friday. We had some amazing experiences and performances from Black girls and queer youth all across the country. First up, we celebrated the birthdays of Toni Morrison and Audre Lorde by honoring all Black girl creatives. Marley Diaz, she gave us some amazing words about what it means to do big things as a Black girl. She gave a big shout out to her M's, Marcia Martin and Michaela Ulmer, and encouraged us to not only invest in Black girls who we know, but Black girls who we don't know, Black girls in our communities, gender expansive youth that we might be connected to, and really invest in their visions. Then we set it off with Freedom Futures Collective with Liv Grace, Naya C, and Andre Latil for an amazing video experience. We close it out with some instructions and hopefully you all can do the Ella Baker Shaker now, and if not, be sure to go back to that video and check it out. DJ Sophia came through on the 1 and 2s and did her thing and showed us why she's the youngest in charge. And then we close out the day with an amazing interactive experience. And I must give a shout out to each of those co-hosts, all Black girls under the age of 25 who held it down to be in conversation about everything from the arts to sports, tech, wellness, organizing, and more. They are Ziana, Sakira, Safi, Chloe, Dominique, Leani, Cameron, Sine, Sydney, Michaela, Rizzy, Kiara, Pony, Natalie, and Temple. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and I look forward to continue to support you as you shine. Again, it's so important for us at Black Girl Freedom Fund and the 1 Billion for Black Girls campaign that you stay engaged beyond the week. So to take this note from one of our very special guests who's been with us since last year, Rashida Jones, get involved and stay engaged. The 1 Billion for Black Girls campaign is more than just this amazing week. It is an invitation for people to truly invest in the lives, in the joy, and in the freedom of Black girls and gender expansive youth throughout this country. So if this is your first time tuning in, absolutely rewatch all of our events and then go tell a friend. And then you and that friend figure out what you're going to do today, next month, and throughout the years to truly invest in the livelihood of Black girls, femmes, and gender expansive youth. We are here live in Newark, New Jersey at Picturing Black Girlhood, and I'm so excited to turn it over to your host for the rest of the day, Sydney Chanel Monet. Thank you so much, folks. Happy Black Girl Freedom Week.